Woo.
Quartz. Quartz.
Yeah, those things. Apparently that's how you spell it. Oh, did I get it?
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like you got it.
Nailed it.
Nice.
I have a beer to open. I am glad I answered that question within seconds of the stream.
As you should.
Right, so we're out of gems, but we do have a buttload of coins to fall back on for now, so that should get us quite a few drafts. Thank you for all of your hard work in that aspect. See what our first pick is, how legendary it is.
Sanctum.
Sure, Svetch's Sanctum.
It did do a bit of work for us in the last draft.
Boy, just give me this flash grenade and this faithful and this Sanctum.
And the ooze.
Saddlevac's pretty good.
Yeah, we wanna again annoy people with a constructed card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll probably pick the Svetch's Sanctum here. It seems pretty straightforwardly good.
It's a damn good card.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna raise the volume slightly.
Oh yeah, sorry, yes, I killed it quite a bit for
Boogeyman's.
Pokemon. Because of course we upped the volume on Dolphin.
Right.
Because Baiting Kaitos
is the quietest game in the world.
The quietest game in the world, which meant that Pokemon Coliseum was loud as fuck, so I had to turn it. I just, instead of fixing Dolphin and then we had to do it for Baiting Kaitos.
Back and forth every time we play.
I went fuck it and nuked it on OBS, the desktop noise.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we stream most Dolphin games at like 6% volume because it's loud as hell most of the time.
Oh yeah.
We had to put Baiting Kaitos up to like what, 30 something?
30 something, yeah.
Yeah, so like 4 or 5 times as loud.
Well, let's grab ourselves a Sanctum.
Yeah, let's get ourselves started. Alright, so we got a Gust Rider, we got an Emerald Coin, which is nice.
There's
a
that
Razor
boy that
Quill
everyone
and
hates.
an Oni Patrol.
Everyone hates a Razor Quill in Constructed.
Yep.
Just build a Constructed deck.
Could. Might just grab an Emerald Coin here, see if green continues to be open. I will say, like, you know, the Furnish is good, the Gust Rider's good, but I feel like I get pulled into Primal too easily.
Yeah.
Because Primal kind of needs to be really open. Worth keeping in mind, though, if people are passing them.
Yeah.
Ooh, Headhunter's real good.
Okay, so you basically sacrifice them?
Yeah. Although if you can get some stuff on him, you can play several wanted posters and just create a ridiculous amount of value. So there's a Quicksilver Ooze and Zuberi's Longbow, which are both good cards in Fire and Time. None of these are exceptionally exciting Primal cards, so that's good to be aware of. I'll definitely take this Headhunter, though. That's just Faithful being dropped to us is real good.
Storm Hero,
yes, he's a rare. Another 2/1, and he's kind of got that Grenadin theme of temporary power.
Okay,
So you pay 1 now to get 2 power later.
Alright, well, it'll be Faithful.
Yep. From here, it seems, well, obviously there's no time at all, so time has been picked. This is a good fire card. This is not a good fire card, but this is playable. Rallying Sergeant is all right. The time has come back.
Yep.
Arcanum Elite's really good with Headhunter.
Ah, yeah, she gives
for obvious reasons. Yeah. Auric Reclaimer is potentially pretty good. Mm-hmm. There've definitely been some okay shadow cards coming to us, although not amazing.
Yeah.
You really need, like, weapons to make it work, but Argenport is probably the best faction for weapons. And he is, at worst, a 2-cost 2/3, which is fairly legitimate. I probably take the Arcanum Elite here. Mm-hmm. We'll see if, you know, time is getting cut, but it does feel like these two being here.
Yeah.
That especially.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so we've got one really good time card, one decent one, one really good justice card, and one decent one. And Aventrine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
20-month resub, yeehaw.
Yeah.
Lurgent Yeti's pretty alright. Happy to take the Warhawk here. Might just do the Humbug, though. It's like, it kind of commits us to, like, hey, we're playing Combrei, but Humbug is quite good.
Yeah.
Warhawk is also quite good, admittedly, and we do have 4. This is tough. I do like that someone's dropped a Humbug this far to us, though.
Yeah. This is the uncommon, right?
Yes, it is. Humbug is the uncommon. So we are less likely to see more of it.
Combrei is a pretty good combo.
Yep. Yeah, like, Pay 2 and Twist is quite good. And yeah, I don't really post on Something Awful anymore. It does still exist. None of these are too relevant. Chance we get a weapon that we want for Chemo's blueprints, but otherwise... Primal actually may have been pickable with the amount of stuff we've seen, but... Flash Grenade's quite good.
Ooh, Flash Grenade.
Particularly this far down. Displace directed on enemy. Yeah, like this is definitely a sign that time is a decent thing to be in right now. Winsai's a pretty good late pickup, I gotta say.
Nice.
As is that mute. Got a Great Valley Smuggler here. Oh my god, we have every uncommon in this is a standard. I've never seen that before.
2 good ones and one not so good.
Apple Standard's actually pretty good.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's so like the text on it is not like it makes it seem like it's kind of bad, but honestly most of the time the amount, even if you give them back the cards, the amount of tempo that you gain for getting rid of like 3 cards off the board is pretty fucking strong. It's, I think, between the Paladin and the Temple Standard here. And I mean, of course, the fact that it's power, like, anything that that you can hide in your power is actually way better.
Just like the coins.
The coins are particularly good because when something transforms into a tactic, it still actually keeps its costs, so you can't quite splash them. A coin can go in literally any deck, just for the cost of, you know, having a correct, or like it's an inactive power and it won't get you influence that you might need. So this is kind of between Paladin and Temple Standard. I probably go Paladin here. I feel like it's generally safer. I will say my Friday always is happening.
So it's going. Oh,
I don't understand.
Why is it Car every time? Car just does this to him. You want me to do it on a Thursday? It does this. For a guy. Alright, what we got? We're Seek Power, Infinite Hourglass. Suffocate's pretty decent roll right there. Sketching, Soaring Guard's an okay 2-drop. Keep seeing that Grandfather's Axe come back again and again. People like to pick that one.
Bad.
It's bad. Oh yeah. Oh, it's bad. People like it. I don't know why. Now, how are y'all this fine evening? Well, but not great. Daily Gruns, meh. Surface. Spell your choice at the top of your deck. 4-cost card. Infinite Hourglass is definitely fun. Especially in certain kinds of decks that want everything to be attacking in, but also defending. Endurance is pretty strong. They're Mr. Airly. Yeah, I've started playing too, just a little bit. Mostly just Gauntlet, a little bit of Ranked. I'm a little bit scared to play Ranked when he's not around to help me out. But, the Gauntlet AI is definitely really play-aroundable. Although sometimes you get a bum draw and they get, like, everything they ever need to blow you out, and that's kind of funny. Sanctum. I actually like Sanctum. So many people hate Sanctum. So far, all I've really played is a really good Stone Scar deck. I really should branch out. I do like Rakano. I really should play a Rakano deck. I'm very aggressive, so I like very aggressive factions. So Rakano and Stone Scar are basically my thing. Combrei also, potentially. I'm not really a control type person. I don't get mad at it when I come across it, at least, in, Constructed, but it's not my thing. I like aggro. Aggro's definitely fun. I like to put units down and blow them up. I love that it's a gunslinger Stone Scar deck. That Viscous Highwayman is fun as hell. That's his Jack. I do love that boy. Him big and scary. Yeah, I like the look of quite old now, but the Rakano plate deck that Vicus was playing a few months back looked very fun. Slap a plate on a gun, go wild, and fire Oni was fun. I'm still quite new. I've watched a lot of him play, obviously, so I'm not like completely blind or anything, but still needs like some bigger picture stuff. Alright, he is returning.
Alright.
Why do cards do that?
I don't know. None of the stuff we got here, Soaring Guard is reasonable, particularly if we think we might get some more good stuff.
Seek Power, there's
Infinite Hourglass and Seek Power are both also pretty decent options. I think it's probably Seek Power here. If I end up like seeing a Mithril Mace or so, like if I already had a Mithril Mace along with that Twin Sai, I'd probably be a little more apt to Soaring Guard, but I get the feeling that we see a Soaring Guard again before we see a Seek Power again, so I'd probably go with that.
Yep.
Argentport Soldier's just a solid 2-drop. I'm happy that we're seeing these, because that does show that there's at least some time coming around. Watchful Almanera.
Grit.
Everybody's favorite. It's Grit.
I love Grit.
There is Deft Strike, which is like a reasonable thing, especially in a deck that's playing Svetch's Sanctum. But I think I'm probably okay with Almanera this early. Basically, 3 relics, none of which I really want. Potentially just take the etchings here. About all that's relevant.
Yes!
So I was gonna say, Infinite Hourglass is basically for in case I pull a reality shift.
Yep.
But ended up not picking that, so...
There is a decent amount of fire dropping.
Yeah, but I think at this point I'm kind of committed to Combrei. I think that, like, even with that, it wasn't as open in the first pack, which is where you get all your power.
Yep.
B, I find that pivoting this late in this format is tough because so much of the power is in the first 2 packs. So, like, you're just pretty happy if you get playables, and these are both playable.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's actually a pretty decent Combrei deck that we got going here. This is interesting. Could be Downfall. Downfall is especially good with Svetch's Sanctum. I mean, it's not really good in general. This 5 is still a pretty high line to get to, but it does still remove stuff. Probably between that and, like, Daze.
Yeah.
And Daze is perfectly fine and playable. I might go with Downfall here. Potentially. Our curve is like a flat line right now.
Yeah.
Nothing for us here. Sharpen Reflex this low is actually a pretty good grab. Envelop a little less so, but hey. Scheme's better than After Image, not that it's relevant.
Me neither than making the neck. Alright.
Hi there, Governor Sahin.
Hi, buddy.
Outside of that, we'd have an Awakened Sentinel, a Death Strike, another Bright Mace Paladin. So the question is, do I just snap pick the Legendary to get my value on the draft? Or do I take, like, all 4 of these cards would actually be fine in this deck? It's actually kind of tough.
Yeah.
I do love me some value drafting.
Yeah.
Is Dup here to yell at me yet?
Go, buddy, where are you? Come yell at us. Piercing Shot, that's the one that goes, right?
No.
The one that just chooses an enemy and a player. I always forget what it's called.
Yes. It's one of those weird ones, because people do run it in aggro decks, since it both helps you clear things off and get...
Time to hard pivot to Zeman Relics.
Yeah, Sahin basically exists to play Martyr's Chains at a stupid time for free. It's really like, I wouldn't play him in this, it would just be drafting him for the sake of getting a legendary, because I don't have any of him. I'm missing a ton of set 5 legendaries. At this point, it's probably better for the draft if I allow someone else to build their Martyr's Chains deck from hell. I'm not actually sure which of these would be the best one to grab. I mean, I've got 3 3-drops. Training Ground is just quite decent in general, especially if I see a Wormstone. That would be great.
I mean, I have the Sanctum, and it only makes a 1/1, but it's a free 1/1.
Yeah, basically.
No one didn't smoke there. We should have gone full Zeman.
Question being if we already have too many 5s. Probably not. I mean, other than that, it would be like Refresh, which is a good card, particularly with twists. Headhunter Refresh would be hilarious. I think Mace is probably better even with the Twin Sai.
Yeah.
Tough one though. Like, Refresh is actually a good card in this format, mostly because of twists. The only reason I'm looking at it as long as I am is because Headhunter and Humbug both love Refresh. Yeah. Like, they have very strong effects that are limited by their low health.
Yep.
I do feel like I'm slightly more likely to be past a Refresh, though. That is a great Crown Watch standard.
Wow, yeah.
I would love to take this Horned Vorlunk. I would be okay with that Seek Power, although honestly having 1 I'm not super, whereas Crown Watch standard is an A+ card. Potentially the best trick in the format. Ooh, so here's a question. Vorlunk or Refresh? I think given that we have 8 spells, a lot of which are fairly cheap and some of which probably won't go in, I might just spring for the Refresh here. Yeah. Like, I do want a Vorlunk, but I think with the twists I have, and now I immediately feel bad about
punished.
it.
But there is an Arbalest, a Seat of Progress, Militant.
That's really interesting, because, like, Arbalest is better, like, of the 5-cost Justice weapons, because you may notice Justice has a few of them. Arbalest might be the best one. I like that they're all really different. So it's sort of like, do I want the Militant? Do I want the Seat of Progress? Do I want the Arbalest? Do I want a second Refresh? Might just be the Militant here. My unit count is definitely a bit low, or like I definitely want to get like good units that I can use. Plus, Militant actually makes these weapons better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, all of these are cards that I want in this deck.
Yeah.
It's mostly a question of making sure that I actually get enough playable units.
Yeah.
If I didn't have both a mace and a sai right now, I would probably just snap pick that Arbalest. But the fact that I actually do have quite a few relic weapons on 5 makes me a little more interested in this Valkyrie Militant. The seat's also just nice because it would make the deck run well.
Yeah.
God, that's actually quite tough. Choice. Familiar's actually real good here, in particular.
Ah, Vorlunk.
Yeah, I think I'd probably take a Vorlunk over an Awakened Sentinel actually might also be a good one. I'm at 2 4-drops and 2 cards I play on 5 as like a tempo play. Awakened Sentinel is just quite strong. I may go with the Awakened Sentinel here. It's definitely one of these two. I'd like to have another Sharpen Reflex, but I'd rather have a good unit more. Learned Herbalist is a really good late drop.
Yeah.
It makes Paladin's a really good late drop.
These are all irrelevant.
Yep.
Cryptic Master. Venomous
Jesus.
Man, what's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, and Retribution.
The
Yeah.
Holy Trinity, like fucking... All of these time cards are at least playable, if not quite good. There's also Retribution, which is hard removal.
Oh, I see. The Venomous Smell gives someone deadly.
Yes,
until it
it's
emerges.
part of
Okay.
that cycle, basically.
Any good?
Shit. It's quite good, yeah. Like, I would say these 3 are all pretty good cards. Cryptic Master definitely takes some work.
Retribution is definitely a fucking good card. It's a special good card for Sanctum.
Yeah. I feel so bad passing Corrupted Behemoth,
Yeah,
but
they're good boys.
for a Retribution, I think that's fine. Expedition Leader. He's the guy who sucks.
Yeah.
So there's Embargo Officer, which is not amazing. There's Spell Strike Sorceress, which fits quite well with a fairly spell-heavy deck, so I'd probably just go with her. Twin Size quite good, but...
Here's all the fire.
God, Expedition Leader is so much work for a Wisdom of the Elders.
Yeah.
You need your 1/1 to be alive for so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll go. We'll see if we can get a spell-focused type deck going.
Secret weapon?
You will never play this in draft, or get to attack with this in draft.
No.
Such a funny concept, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I would probably take that if there wasn't an okay 3 unit that I could play in this. I mean, we got
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 3-drops right now, but Auric Lookout is fine. God, like, I mean, we might live the dream. If the game goes long enough, they are eventually going to spend 3 turns not playing units, right? It is sort of like if I needed more things on curve. Fuck it, let's just
let's do it.
let's just have some dumb
do
fun. Why not?
Oh boy, nothing in here for us.
Curator's actually fine. Like, he plays defense really well, which
Yeah.
is nice. Cobalt Coin is also something I could take with
Yeah.
mentioning, things that you could just pick off colors. I think I'm good with Curator there, though. Another Embargo Officer drops to us. We could do Temporal Adept for the memes.
Take the Embargo Officer.
Might take the Embargo Officer. Temporal Adept is like... God, I wish that stat line wasn't 2/2. The
Yeah.
effect is great. Your spells having warp kind of just makes your deck play a lot nicer. Although, there's a lot of, like usually if you have a unit on top of your deck and you have the power to warp it, it's nice to just warp it out. Like, it's the card that you draw with it is great. Spells are a bit less flexible in that regard. Like, the card draw is nice, but you really do need the spell to do something. At least when you warp a unit out, you're getting a unit no matter what.
Board, yeah.
Spells are a bit weird with it, which is sort of why I wish this was like maybe a 3/3 or a 2/3 or something, make it a little more survivable. I'm okay with Embargo Officer. Curator or a Blade Master? Not sure if we'd play a second Curator. I'm not sure if we have the armor for a Blade Master. Particularly since I didn't take the 2-drop that gives you stuff.
Yeah, you do have the Militants.
Or Blade Barrier. Militants, yes, but I do kind of have to play these to get anything from the Militants anyway. That's a surprisingly late Angry Prophet. Steadfast Paladin's a really good thing to have fallen to us that far.
Use that on
exactly.
our cannon boy.
Alright, this deck actually seems decent, at least. It basically just wants to survive until Secret Weapon
or Spectus Sanctum.
Or Spectus Sanctum gets it out. So let's see. Despite this being this Spectus Sanctum, or despite having Spectus Sanctum, Pack Hunt is probably still not that good. Is this a deck that plays Heist?
Chemo's Blueprint.
Chemo's Blueprints is interesting because it does basically guarantee I draw removal. Like, it's another way to pull these things. And giving a relic weapon +1/+1 is actually quite good. Let's see, we're at 21 units, which does mean I can afford to throw away some of the shitty ones. I don't know what the shitty ones are, but I can afford to throw them away.
The higher up ones.
Yeah.
3 ones.
Yeah, like the Embargo Officer might potentially go. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, like even if Temporal, like if Temporal Adept had some survivability, he'd be fine. But like 2 health at that point in the game is so bad. If he had Shift, he'd probably be fine. You know, like
Sharing Ground is also a unit.
Yes.
You actually are.
Yep. As far as our 3s go, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3s. Fine cutting out an Auric Lookout. It's all right, but I think all of our other ones are better. I like Heist, but probably find a cut in this deck. We've got the Seek Power, so this deck probably runs either 15 or 16 power, which means 1 or 2 cuts.
Yep.
I would say Training Ground's a unit, Secret Weapon is a spell.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Keep the Embargo, or do we...
I guess out of all of the units I have, she might be the weakest one. I kind of like Coastal Curator's ability to play defense if we're waiting on Secret Weapon. It's also not like Market and Void Hate is particularly amazing in this mode.
Any ways to activate Bright Mage?
We have the Emerald Coin and the Crown Watch standard. And Sharpened Reflex, which is permanent.
Yeah. Not permanent.
It's not awful. As far as removal goes, we've got the Downfall. So if we were to go here, it would be a 16 power deck. We've got Downfall or Retribution and to some extent Mute. As well as the Mithril Mace of the Twin Size. So it's like, do I want to play Downfall partly just for the value with Spectus Sanctum? I do think I have enough stuff here that Spectus Sanctum is fine. Kind of wish I had gotten like a Horn of Plenty for this.
Yeah.
But
never saw one.
Yep. It is sort of like, do I think this deck can get by on 16 power? And it kind of might. I might be able to just be greedy about this. Does more or less play. Does need to get its 3rd power, but still alright. I can choose whether or not I would want to pull something with her as well. This does put Secret Weapon down on 2, which is something that I am quite happy to do.
Yeah.
That plays.
Yeah.
I'm getting a surprisingly good number of playable hands, to be honest. I'll give this a shot.
Oh, the rock and roll. we're rocking and rolling here.
Hell yeah, I'm about it.
Going for all the memes.
Secret weapon is gonna win us one game, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be glorious if/when it does. I think this might just play. And it can't... I don't want to put her down on 1. I'll just play the Crown Watch standard. He does ramp up. I need, like, other stuff, but... I'm alright with this. I think I can end up getting something worse here.
Yeah.
Plus, turning him into a 3/4 is actually, like... I can turn him into a spider tank, which feels pretty good.
What is it? Is it Onslaught?
Yes.
Yeah.
Proud to serve.
They have a Char. So he's dead. That's fine. Glad to get that out of hand. I would rather they use that on him than on the Avarax Familiar. Unfortunate that they actually got to play on Curve, but... Are you holding up another Char? That is quite nice. They are not holding up another Char, thank God. My God.
Ah.
We got options, that's good. I will probably play Chemo's Blueprints here.
Along with
the Arcanum Elite, yes.
Grab the mace or the Sty?
That is an interesting question. Probably the mace. It comes a 4/5. This, if it's on top of my deck, I can warp it out.
Yeah.
All good things. Yeah, it's either her or I do play this to just scout because that's a more effective use of my power. I might. I think I actually keep that just in case they kill off the Avarax Familiar.
Yes, because you're at 5 because of him, yeah.
Like, I know what I'm doing next turn anyway, and having the guaranteed +1 with 2 1s in my hand feels pretty good even if they don't kill it.
Yep.
Stay alert.
Oh, weird.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
Sure. Yeah, fuck me up.
Yeah.
Probably actually save it for the
Oh,
sharpened
sharp
reflex
reflexes?
here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in defend the weapon mode because
yeah,
it's
and the
quite
mage mode,
strong.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? Streets of Flame me?
Woo! Like a shiny boy.
That he do. Hmm. 3, 2, 1.
Or something.
Yep. Probably want bigger than that. All right. What are you paying 5 for? What do you have, like a whatchamacallit coin, granite coin? My God.
Bird!
So many birds! What are you gonna do? Streets of Flame me? They've got like some action they can do, and I'm not totally sure. Ah, duh.
Oh yeah.
I saw them make that.
Right, yeah. I didn't realize that got a thing at like every time you like do something to the pages can activate. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Let's patch you up.
All right, let's turn this into God. What is that flying 2/5? I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, I know which one you mean, but yeah.
If I pull the headhunter here, I'll be sad, but not that sad.
What do we want to like capitalize?
Something big, something that costs 4 or more.
Open for business.
At this point, they're just trying to get rid of my stuff.
Oh, we can make something bigger.
No, they finally get rid of my thing. So what do you have that has 4 health? I'm really curious. Because I think I've just put them in a really awkward situation with my Mithril Mace.
Bird. Definitely twist him one, sure.
Oh yeah. Empty my deck out at this point. Realize now we didn't see a single Tauride test pilot either.
Yeah, sure.
God, they have so much fast speed action in their hand. Ouch. Boy, I really need them dead, huh?
Yeah, we really, really do.
On the plus side, they are like I do have a mute if they put a flyer in front of me, you know, hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking, yeah.
Yeah.
You have something else.
They've had a fast spell for like the longest time.
Right, me. No, unit is nice. Mostly just to
Oh god, yeah.
like
Get some insurance, build up something.
Yep.
Threaten trades or some shit. I don't know what their deck is trying to do.
Well, we got Big Boy. It doesn't save them currently.
God, I need them not to get another flyer.
Yeah,
That's kind of the biggest thing here.
Yeah.
Could also use like action on my part. That would be nice. That's what they've been holding this whole time. All right. Does make sense.
We'll probably throw away a power for
Let's see.
stages, right?
No real reason not to.
Be redeemed.
You never know. All right, do you have a mute in your hand as well as 2 units to block with? On top of your deck so that you can work with it. All right.
Ooh.
Took a bit, but we got there.
Yeah. All right, win number 1.
Hooray, we're undefeated.
Yeah. Woo.
The undefeated of the East Coast. your opponent just can't come up with answers for all your flying units in time, definitely creates problems. Camo's Blueprints was real good there. I think having a Mithril Mace and a Twin Sai makes Camo's Blueprints actually quite good in this deck. Like, those two cards are really, really strong in this mode, and if you can get the +1/+1 on them, they're kind of amazing.
Yeah, they could have done the temple tactic on a flyer.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they didn't do it on the Humbug. Because, I mean, the Arcanum Elite, I could have given more health to the Humbug.
Yeah.
And then twisted some more to make it even more dangerous. But the Bug was, like, not really bothering anybody. God, I wish I could play this. Because it has a lot of cards that I want, but not really in an order that I want them.
Really not. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Just that bit awkward.
Yeah.
This plays Secret Weapon on 2.
Are you gonna throw her out there as a 1, or...?
No, I almost never want to do that to her, to be honest. The 2 health is really
that
strong.
Just as a power. Okay, fair enough.
Plus, that I need to do that to get the Secret Weapon out on 2.
Oh yeah, fair enough. No, downfall is what you wanted, right?
I have no idea what happens if they play a unit here and like max it out further, you know? Like, what does that look like on the UI? Nothing, apparently. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to do something about that guy eventually. I might...
Play down our familiar or our herbalist?
It's sort of like, do I play the Herbalist down and try to goad them into trying to attack in? Like, scout with that and then attack in with it. With Sharpened Reflex behind it.
Yeah.
And I probably don't...
Do you kill the downfall for our secret pages or not?
It's so weird, because it's like playing Secret Pages would help me get to Downfall.
Yeah.
But out of the cards, I probably want to throw away Downfall more than anything. So I might just play her as is.
As is, okay.
Ah, it adds a little plus in the middle. That makes
A
sense.
little bit of this.
Like, if there's power on top of my deck, it still doesn't matter too much, because they need to, like, actually play, you know, something with 5 attack.
If they twist twice, hope sharpen me.
Right. Yeah, ideally I'd want to hit the Avarax Familiar with the Sharpened Reflex and get a 2/3 in the air. This has a decent chance of, like, being a Char, which is the only reason I'm kind of wary here.
Yeah.
Yep. Or even just a daring maneuver. Ah. Well, I'm actually kind of okay with that, although it is a bit scary. I'm not sure. Probably, though. Definitely want to save at least one of these for a twist unit.
Refresh a spell.
Yes.
Yeah. Fast spell, okay. I was wondering if it was slow or fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't play a unit, so... Oh. Does that count? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's every time they play a unit.
I was just wondering if shifted units counted.
Do at least have the downfall. Yeah, that's fun. Do I just throw a mute out on that thing? I might. Like, just so that they can't turn that into... Like, they get a 2/6, which is big in Wally, but... Probably okay. Interesting question. Like, do I wait for them to play something else that I also want to silence at the end of this turn, or do I just play it out right now? And I'm honestly not sure. I can afford to wait till the end of their turn here, and if they play a unit, I get it.
Checking in and telling it?
Nah, kind of hold back. I mean, really, if I've got this out, my game plan is to just go long enough for them to miss.
So we get a power.
That would be nice. Definitely need that for after that smacks me in the face.
We at least have a few turns.
There we go.
Let's go!
Ah, there's the plus.
Oh, our boy.
Yeah, well, this is secret weapon.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Anything for some coin.
Let's patch you up. This'll sting a bit.
Target acquired.
What I wanted post.
When that unit dies, I draw 2 cards. Basically functionally means they can't attack in with that 2/2 now, which is nice. If I pull a Mithril Mace, you know, and some power, of course the decision is getting worse by the minute.
Yep.
I will be able to just take it out. Clearly what I need is power and then twin size on the top, but like right below it.
Do you have to deal with that 6?
Sharp wits.
Eventually.
Sharp blade.
That boy is never coming out.
This is the problem of secret weapon, yes. They are starting to run out of cards, though.
Ballsy.
They're not doing much. They do, in fact, have a spell, though. Interesting.
Be redeemed.
Is it a Streets of Flame? Is it a Temple Tactic? Clearly not. Getting Seek Power is going to be my down, or getting whatchamacallit's going to be my downfall. I mean, granted, I played like all of the cards that were in my hand at the time.
Yeah, apart from Downfall, which is what we want the power for.
Exactly.
So.
I would have no way to deal with that Trevor Shocker if I didn't have Downfall in my hand. The wonders of playing a 16 power deck.
Ouch.
That is certainly worrisome. Thank you.
Gonna be good for us, going over the top.
Yep. Especially with them having the horn, they're definitely poised fairly well. I like that they're not attacking in with her, because that basically means they don't have any sort of tricks. It is a shame I won't get to also keep the refresh up. What have you got, Queen Bee? Spending power scouting is good. Really debating it is interesting. The real funny part is going to be when I get that secret weapon out, get my 8 damage in, and the Scorpion Wasp it.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing is, because it has Aegis, it is, like, you need to commit 2 spells to be able to blow it up at fast speed. And they have to be spells because it gets unblockable. They attack in here, it's mildly worrying. Don't though.
Not that one.
Slightly missed.
Have something.
Yeah, did they... Was it the same thing they had before? I'm honestly not sure.
They will be punished.
Could really use a relic weapon right about now. That would kind of just bust this game wide open. So, do you have a unit? One of those 4 cards? It is.
Yeah.
Ah, you can twist it. Which you will almost certainly do.
Yeah, I have to imagine so.
Unless you want to keep that fast spell up. Interesting. I mean, I guess really you're keeping the you can turn that to keep the timer down whenever.
Yeah.
Soon. I mean, it's worth noting they do have to, like, I'm constraining them in that they have to keep playing units to stop that thing from being able to hit them for 8 damage. And, like, their health's getting kind of low with all of the aerial hits I'm doing. This is basically the game plan.
What was the fresh out?
Yep. It's worth asking if I want to headhunt here. And I might, especially given I have the refresh to back it up finally. If I do that, I guess it goes on the 3/3 ooze, because then twisting it makes it easier for me to kill.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I'm just making their board more and more awkward here. And if they spend resources to try to kill this, I can refresh it, which is nice. They need to play a unit, or they're dead. Eternally soon, never now.
now. It's true.
That is the promise of Secret Weapon. At the same time, it is threatening to end the game right now. Like, if you can drag the game out, it is definitely like, you know, it's gonna come out eventually.
You definitely want to fling it down as early as possible.
You need to, like, it's why I'm so keen to keep hands with 2.
You refresh, kill them.
Probably. I don't know that it matters terribly much, but...
Brightness rather than your boy.
Yeah. Makes him more susceptible, like, he's more susceptible to them having a trick that just ups her attack by 1. This is sort of like... Yeah, basically. I think that's the spell they've been holding on to for quite some time. Alright, what you got? Is it a Scorpion Wasp? I have to remove 2 things here.
Yeah.
Or that, I guess. I can definitely do maths.
I mean, they only have 1 health left, so you put that back down, you know, draw monk.
Punished.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Wasp can't deal with the weapons.
I guess I meant
But
Moss
yeah,
more for the flyers.
For the flyers, yeah.
Nope, a lot of things have to happen here. I look forward to seeing them happen.
17 damage on board. Or just flyers?
That is really the question. It's sort of like, how much can they do?
I'm a little bit terrified they'll have something with that 6 power.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite a lot.
Still going all in?
Might as well. They also may have just left.
Yeah.
Secret weapon, baby!
Hell yeah! 1-1 game! A deck for a test pilots.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes. You get, like, a deck that you just feel should not have gotten its fate. 3 games is such a small sample size, you know? It's so easy, especially when you're being, when you're, like, ranked up against people who are about your skill level to just drop 3 games.
Yeah.
Like, 03 is so much harder in Hearthstone than it is in Eternal, because in Hearthstone, you're matched purely on your current record. And, like, not anything else, like, not any other arenas that you've played, just what you currently are. So when you're 02, it will try to match you against other people who are also 02, which basically has a giant filtering effect, particularly if you're pretty good at the game. The flash grenade there was choice, because even if they had found some way to block the, whatchamacallit, the secret weapon, I would basically have been able to take away the vast majority of the blocks that they would have had to throw out for it.
Yeah.
This does play.
They're kind of elite.
Yeah.
Retribution.
I like those.
Eventually some size.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sort of, but if you go to 02 and then win 2 games, you're at 2-2, which is the same as any sort of thing.
2-2, yeah.
Ah, that's annoying.
Anything for some coin.
I mean, you're basically just giving yourself less of a margin for error.
It's definitely not ideal, but...
But if they just attack in with it. Don't have a 1-drop. Thank you.
Let's patch you
up. Important, I don't want to do this, like, hit this if I'm going to Retribution it. Because or I don't want to, like, wanted poster this if I'm going to retribute it.
Because you silence the poster.
Because I would silence the poster as well.
Yeah. Bold.
So what's your onslaught? None, I see. Fascinating.
Ground out a monk and...
I might... Headhunter here. Particularly because there's a decent chance they're holding up Lightning Storm, or Lightning Strike. And I'd rather get the value out of that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Target acquired.
Plus it's 1 extra damage.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have this in the air. Okay, they do not have a Lightning Strike, and that's quite good.
Alright, well we can create a monk anyway.
Yep. And I will do that, because it's not like this deck has Wormstones or anything.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bit slow, but it will get me where I want to be. And if they play something fairly dangerous,
So
I can retribute it.
militant next? Or...
That is a fun question. I might actually just wanted poster that, to be honest. So that I could then twin Psy.
On your monk? Or you... No.
Yeah, so the power is definitely awkward. I kind of want to play the Emerald Coin here.
You have to attack in.
Yeah, exactly. And it's sort of like, is the +1/+1 on this worth giving up that? Might not be. So it may just be play these two and hope I get active power next turn, which is the other part of this equation, that I can't play the Psy next turn. Interesting. Probably want to hit the Valkyrie Militant here and kind of see what goes on from there. I mean, the Psy will get me 2 for killing off that. And that's an important piece of it. That's probably the first attack the Psy makes.
Yeah.
Rather than destroying itself. So I'm not really in a rush to hit that. Plus, if they suit it up with something, then I just have the Retribution.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting stuff here. That's actually fine. You do it on the Militant. You do have a choice to make here. The my 1-drop represents quite a lot of potential value, which is why I figured they might go for that. Also worth asking if I want to, who I play the coin on here. Do I want a 3/3 flyer or a 2/2/2 flyers? And I'm honestly not sure. Ooh. I think spreading out threats is generally good.
Put our monk and our boy down?
Yeah. Potentially useful.
Are they playing?
Yeah.
Kind of playing offense.
Guide my fists.
Yeah, especially with these two things in hand. Alright, this Twin Psy... Oh man, they can't even Lightning Strike it. That's good shit. I'm not gonna tell you this game is over.
Oh shit.
But...
Oh shit. Can you
But...
use 2 weapons at once? No.
If I were to play this, it would just replace this.
Ah, okay.
With a 3/6 relic weapon.
Yeah.
Oh lord, we went off there.
Yeah, the Psy also got more armor with the Militant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sort of the exact thing where the Militant goes from being an okay flyer, because 2/2 flyer is actually relevant in this format, to like a ridiculously good one. And that's really why I was really happy about having the 2 relic weapons. I think exactly 2 5-cost relic weapons is about where you want to be in Justice right now. Because you can't have too many, but at the same time they're so strong you really do want to draw them. They swing games real hard.
Oh yeah. I love Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha, real smooth.
Cha-Cha, real good.
Dun, dun, dun. Amazing that they rebuffed her. It's interesting to see them like scale back the aggro nerfs that they did, because the game is kind of caught up to these units that were well ahead of their time. Like, God, people still played Champion of Chaos for a little bit after she was nerfed. That's how good she was. Looking up a spicy match here. Up against Juber. I mean... Dog. Dog, I told you. One time. There's the scroll. Hi, I just dropped an 8/8.
Oh god, you did it again.
Mm-hmm.
You did it again.
Dog.
You did it again.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
This person appears to be playing 3 colors, which, you know.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need more power. Like, honestly, 5 is all
Yeah.
this deck wants.
Yep. Onslaught?
Presumably. Or even, I'd hope so. Nope, just an Avarax familiar. Let's fetch his Sanctum. That'll be real good with the downfall if they ever play something worth hitting.
Yep.
It is worth asking if I want to just play this on the Militant, though. Which I might.
They will be punished.
There will be puns.
Love puns.
Yep. Hey, don't play another flyer, please.
Oh man, if we get downfall off of the Sanctum up.
That would be the hope, yes. Don't play Andric, Auric Priest, or whatever his name is, Renegade Priest. Ah, thank you for the
Yeah.
downfall target. That was very kind of you. It is a shame that I can't really play Svetya's Sanctum here.
Yeah.
If I get active power, I actually do just play the Sanctum.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do take that now. I'm fine with that. Fucking got him.
I protect the light.
It's sort of like, I think I can afford to take 7 damage from the
that
worm.
gives you 2, heal 2, because it's...
Yes, which is nice. That's honestly fine.
Would you like to play a game?
Alright, we're gonna lose this one.
Wow.
For the
What
record.
is she there?
Hmm?
95, Twister, play a random unit with her attack and give... Holy shit.
We're gonna lose this game.
Oh, that's mean.
They got us.
Attacking.
Eh,
Defending.
I do 2 damage to them.
Yeah, Seraph, there you go.
Yeah, Seraph, it happens. It also means they can like just pay 5 to stop this from coming out and get a valuable unit.
Yep.
At this point, it's sort of just like a matter of time.
Yep.
I'm fine with taking 7 damage here.
We'll kill that, at
Yep.
least.
I only play to win.
Yep.
Oh lord, a double damage Alessi. Why not?
Oh, God.
Sometimes people draft legends.
Yeah.
And they're jackasses, if you ask me. What kind of monster? Ah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I need that very
Yeah.
badly.
Yeah.
Another reason to keep this dude around.
Yep, absolutely.
So they'll get 2 twisted units off of it, a 1 attack and a 2 attack. Bolt.
I only play to win.
Mm-hmm. On the plus side, the ground forces are a-coming.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, we don't need a 3-2.
Ah! I mean, that's fine since he gets an attack in, but I can't warp him off the top, which is sad.
Yep.
Anyway, I've got an army.
Yeah, does Seraph give legends every time?
Alessi is technically a rare, if it makes you feel any better. I think they're just going to be able to kill me in the air, unfortunately.
Do we just go all in then?
The snapback is probably lethal.
Fair enough. Can definitely put some stuff on the... Yeah, and the air is damage a turn, which is rough.
Yeah. I mean, I think I do just go fucking nuts here, but yeah, Seraph in this format.
I will
That'll do ya.
Guide my fists.
for the arena.
Them silencing the what's his name was also a pretty strong move.
Yeah.
A Mithril Mace could potentially bail me out.
A Mithril Mace or another Millicent would also help.
Yeah, basically. Giving up Gar was sort of interesting there. I guess they feel they really value the face damage that the Razor Quill and like this represent.
Yeah, along with those, yeah. That's 3 damage there.
Yeah. And they couldn't kill with Alessi. They had a spell. Like it was, but the option would have been just to take 3 damage.
Ah.
I see. I mean, that's fine. He's actually probably better.
That's actually helpful for us,
Yeah,
really.
kind of. Yeah, they're basically going for the kill here. That's a good pull.
Oh, that's very good for us, yeah.
All right. If they want to give up their Razor Quill for this 5/5, that's kind of fine by me, isn't it? Yeah.
Very much a,
God knows. Ah, will emerge in 4 turns. Nice.
Oh, right, he silenced it.
Yeah.
The boy silenced our militant. That boy.
Ah, flyers. Yes. Boy, that is an issue.
Oh, we
huh?
can silence his airs now, though.
Yep, that is good. We'll do that at fast speed. Yeah, boy, I wasn't thinking about that at all.
Yeah.
At this point...
Is it fast one?
Yes. Yeah, the double damage shifted to the unit is definitely an issue.
I didn't think about him at all.
Nope. Tremor Shocker is also an issue.
I didn't shift him though, so
Yes.
it's not gonna do 6 unblockable damage to our face.
Yep. He's going to do some unblockable damage to our face, though.
Do we have...
Do I just go all
snapback
in?
Lethal?
Do I just attack in all in?
You can, because I think we only have 1 blocker.
Yeah, so
they
2,
block the
4, yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, all that shit. So I guess this mostly depends on what they have and if I want to leave back the 1/1 to try to trade or not, or if I
I
just...
think you can leave the 1/1 with that mask. You have to block the 4/4.
Yeah. If I block the 4/4 and the 3/3, if they manage to block the 3/3 as well is the only thing that worries me, and I think I do
Yeah.
need to, so...
Yes, yeah.
All right,
fair
baby.
enough.
Winds of Fate.
We do have a 2/2 endurance unit, so...
Yep. All right.
There we go.
Our opponent handily countered our secret weapon.
Yeah.
But it turns out the real secret weapon was
Sanctum.
Svetch's Sanctum.
Was Sanctum all along. Tell you, Sanctum is...
Svetch's Sanctum's pretty good. Especially when you play Downfall to kill one of their units and get a 5/5 for free.
Like, Sanctum is... Even in draft, it's a bomb. It is so much value.
There are decks like Injustice that don't want to play Sanctum, but getting it first pick really lets you...
oh yeah.
It really lets you craft a deck that takes the most advantage of it.
It is infinite value for control. I know why people hate it in constructed for sure.
Yeah.
In draft, it is still awkward.
Yep. Honestly, if it was just a draft format, Sanctum would probably be like a whatever rare. I mean, this does play. I have a 1 and a 2, which does make me value this hand quite a bit. I need to pull a power, but I can use him to kind of help with that,
yeah.
so I think I'm okay with this. I do not throw anything away with her unless I have something completely useless.
Alright.
And my grandfather's deck has no bad cards, so this should
Hell
be fine.
yeah. Woo.
Well, they like whatever's on their deck. That's not the best pull in the world.
That's nice though.
Yeah, so the nice thing about this is that I basically get to play on 1, 2, and 3 here.
And your missus.
That's a really good pull. That's something I wish we had in our deck.
Yeah.
Let's see. A little
Yeah,
bit
I
of
kind of
this.
like the Amonero would be the one card that I'd potentially throw away, and she's pretty good. So.
Yep. Alright, Combrei v Combrei.
Boom. What do you got it for? Ooh,
Let's
that's
go.
value, baby.
Rampin'.
Probably actually want to play the familiar there, thinking about it now. Sort of thinking about twists, but I think having the extra power would have made the twists easier. Ha! That's worrisome.
That is terrifying.
Yep. No blocks allowed. Welcome up, Sea Bass.
Him?
Probably the Amonera here to threaten a better block.
How much is it supposed to?
Yeah.
I mean, there's basically no doubt in my mind that Spectre Sanctum will, at some point, dinner.
Hmm.
The vault must be protected.
Oh. hello.
Yeah, we're gonna lose this one.
We're gonna lose
just,
this one.
Just gonna throw that out there. Oh, God. Well, let's see your refresh.
Size.
All right, we have been styled
Oh,
upon.
wow, yeah.
Their deck is just large and quite possibly in charge. Yeah, God, their deck went off on us.
Yeah, massively so. Any color.
I guess I technically could have killed off the Stygimoloch there, but
Let's go.
Wow, a whole bunch of search parties, huh?
they got basically everything they needed to like just absolutely, you know, like go wide for their Horn of Plenty and huge units to just make it so we couldn't even stall them out.
Yep.
That was a nut draw that they just got
Oh,
there.
yeah.
They even warped out the first search party.
I know. Wild. Yeah, why don't you just drew your whole game plan? That was a pretty good game plan.
Yeah, what if your game plan was real solid? What if you got a bunch of good units that supported it, like the Devotee of the Sands and like...
Big boy.
Yep. Blurred Stygimoloch is fantastic in a deck like that, because they paid 3 for it.
Yeah, well, that horn aplenty?
Horns aplenty. Unfortunately, probably not. I think if this was the 2 colors, I'd probably be fine with it, but I'm a little worried. Tough to say, though. I mean, it is a 1 and a 2 guaranteed, and then a 3 as long as I find any sort of power.
Yeah.
So I might, especially because she does, like, and I mean, the scout on this is also pretty huge. Let's give it a shot.
Alright.
Like, if I didn't have the perfect 1, too, that helps, too. I wouldn't be as into this.
Nope.
So yeah, that goes. But,
Alright.
okay, so the question now is, do I play her out and trade a card, or do I play her out? That is a fascinating question. I feel like I might just shift her out. Because I actually do want the secret pages.
Yeah.
I could throw the I will probably end up throwing the Amonero away.
But it does give you a turn.
To see if I get something worse. That would be basically the question.
Focus your mind.
I probably throw the Amonero away next turn. Especially because...
Yeah, we have Sanctum.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
And power.
I'm gonna hit your face eventually, I swear.
Woo!
Huh, what a
Nice
shame.
size. Unfortunately, we kinda need power.
Well, we will be getting the
getting
power
power,
for that. In fact, I can play that next turn, I just can't warp it out.
Yeah, at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can learn.
Give an unblockable.
Yep. I was actually gonna
But-
just sacrifice the unit to that originally, but now I'm like, I probably want to get him out instead.
Plays everything else.
Yeah. That doesn't bother me too much.
I will stand watch.
Like, I'm getting a pretty good board here, and I pulled that card. And I can attack in with stuff next turn and, like, Twin Sai to finish that guy off, or
Yep.
Twin Sai to kill off whatever they play. And if we end up in an awkward board stall, I set you Sanctum.
Yep.
Definitely annoying, all of the 4s they have here. That, though. Alright. I mean, I can't play both
Yes, you
Psi
can't play
and
both.
Attack.
Yeah.
I might just play the Sanctum so that this also gets a thing.
Ah, too.
They've spent a lot of power. It's mostly down to whether I feel that's a good use of my time or not. I have options.
Yeah?
Which is nice. I enjoy having options. Options and the having thereof.
Yep.
I'm definitely playing this a little bit slow, which can be worrisome. I really need a
Yeah.
downfall to make this plan work because they are eventually going to drop something with 5 or more attack.
Yep.
Like, time is the one faction that you can basically guarantee that someone's going to do that to you on. A blurred Stygimoloch would be pretty awkward here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those 2 cards are enough to enable it.
Yep.
It's also pretty bad. They are getting some good shit here, I gotta say. My mana is also being real awkward right about now.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to spend my entire turn Crown Watch tacticking here. sort of be like, do I play the Militant to get an air presence, or do I play him to kind of slightly up my game round-wise?
You guys make this time.
Yeah.
They will be punished.
There will be puns. What are you gonna do? Mute me? Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Ah, damn. Their hand is like literally perfect for this twin Sai I'm holding.
Yeah.
It's real unfortunate. The Arbalest at least dies, or at least like is 1 damage as opposed to more than 1 damage. Fair enough. Do I spend to get a... Or do I just take like the 1 for 0, or do I make it a 1 for 2? A fascinating question.
Some lifesteal and a 2.
Oh god, they outplayed me so hard right there.
Yeah.
Just by double blocking. What a
I
jackass.
know.
Who even does that?
Let's see what we can learn.
They have a lot more cars than they do, which is
Yep.
definitely
An issue.
concerning.
Also overwhelmed to help them get around my stuff.
They're both heavily playing defense.
Yep.
The throne will not fall.
Yes, I wonder if you have a thing that you can do here. So if you have the best trick in the format, which is the 7/7 or the Crown Watch tactic, that turns you into 9 health. How much am I willing to sell out for that?
Yeah, 33.
It's sort of like I want that dead more than anything.
Fair enough, fair enough.
4, 6,
That's 10.
8, 10. I mean, like, this is the only one that's sort of like, aw. It's also by far the most annoying thing, so like, I'd rather
Yeah.
get them here. High alert. Right. Same difference. +3/+3 is the biggest you get. It's like they kill 4 of my things, and it's like at a fairly large cost. A spell here would be real nice, you know, hypothetically. Spell actually does a lot for me here. Hi, I have a flash grenade.
Not worried about your side dying?
Eh. Okay, they have a fast spell. What have you got?
Love some spells. Some spells would be nice.
Spells would be nice, yes.
Or big units. Big units. Units, spells.
Mm-hmm.
Units and spells.
No, they're gonna they're gonna have an answer for her, which is unfortunate, but you know. Ah, they don't. That's good. That is not what the pause was for, though, because that only happens when they're attacking.
Focus your mind.
Or that only happens when I'm attacking, not when they're attacking. I did get the pause for that. It's gonna be real funny when they have a downfall in their hand and the next spell I play kills her.
We'll get us a unit.
Focus your mind.
Well, that's a 1/1 and a 2/2.
Yep. And a scout.
And a scout.
It's like I can't not play this.
Oh, yeah.
They have a spell that they're gonna use to make her either block evenly with this or play to this, and that's fine. It's not high alert, which is good.
Nope.
That I don't need.
Alright, well, we throw out our monk,
Despite the 1/1. Yeah, that does happen. I guess what they really do here is double block the lady.
Doesn't...
It will with the fast spell
It will
that they
with
play.
the fast spell they have, yeah.
That's the big thing. I'm not sure I can afford not to play her, particularly because she will kill off this guy. This is actually kind of tough. Like, it's hard to say exactly what beats us here, and I might be able to afford to just sit. And I might, honestly. Like, I know they have a fast spell, and I know that as soon as, no matter what it is, it gets this, and then it only gets worse from there.
Yeah, two.
I think I'm not in a position where I have to attack in here when I'm the one with 32 health. It's a tough call, admittedly, but I think if I pull, like, a Chemo's Blueprints or something, I can really get myself in a much better position. Ta-da!
There's that downfall.
Oh, I fucking knew it. Damn it. That is the counterplay, unfortunately. Of course, they would have still had a downfall for the next thing, but I'm not sure if there's anything else in my deck that has that. So we'll see if I just hate that. I mean, it was sort of like a downfall fucks me no matter what, because I can't really not pump her.
Wormstone, that's a problem.
Yep. I really need some of those flying units that my deck has that have won me several games in the past. Oh, jeez, the encouragement there is perfect. They warped it off the top. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this one.
Oh, shit.
They don't even attack in here. They don't.
Damn.
They shouldn't attack in because they get to. They want to just play defense here. Yeah. Oh God.
Anything for some coin.
Well, you're about to see someone who is pretty ahead lose to it.
Yeah.
Just because my deck has drawn jack shit. God, and they have a fast spell too. So let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, if it's another high alert, although that wouldn't have been what the pause was for, I kind of have to do this. They have Crown Watch Tactic, it's sort of just like, well, fuck. Or just another high alert as well.
Yeah.
Will end us.
Nope, that's it.
That does it too.
Yep,
Jesus Christ!
Oh, Jesus.
We got
Fucking body.
destroyed here by their card draws. Like,
Yeah.
like I think I made one play that I really shouldn't have done. Fuck you. And then their deck just drew literally perfectly. Oh my God.
Jesus, that was rough.
Their draws were like, even in the beginning where I had the Twin Sai and they played nothing but 4+ health units.
4 health units,
They didn't put anything down on the board until they could put a 4 health unit down. So like I could basically just never get value out of it. Their draw was just absolutely perfect against ours there. Oh my God.
Rough.
And like everything I pulled afterwards did nothing. Like I got a few things off Svetch's Sanctum, but then like nothing after that. Probably not enough. If I had a third power, I'd keep a hand like this, but as is, I don't really have a good path to it. This is fine though.
That fall short was definitely rough.
I mean, it was always going to be something. The problem was I knew they had a trick, and I knew it was probably gonna fuck me up. They also could have killed the Spell Strike Sorceress with it.
Yeah.
We were just boned there.
Yeah.
I don't think anything we could have done after I fucked up the like the double block in attack.
Yeah.
And even then, I only did it because I needed to do something. Tough call. Glad I got him. Like being able to play things.
Proud to
That's
serve.
nice.
Stay alert.
I want to stay alert.
Country doesn't need alerts.
Well, we've got our Retribution and Chemo's Blueprints activator, assuming they don't just fucking poke it out of the sky in one shot.
Yeah. I mean, we are at 3 power. But yeah, we do need the onslaught.
Yeah. Speaking of poking it out of the sky.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, Death Strike.
That strike's actually pretty decent. So the question now is, do I trade this to get a Mithril Mace? And I feel like I do. I think I can kind of outvalue them with this hand that I'm holding right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of Combrei out and about.
Yeah, everyone seems to be playing Combrei today. I didn't realize I was like coming in on something, you know? When we have the choice, we always take the mace.
Yeah, there was definitely things we could have drawn that would have last match.
If this isn't power, I'm bottoming it.
Looking for me?
That's worrisome. We'll see how much value they get off of it, but definitely a thing. Roar.
Sure.
He holds the fort pretty well.
And then we mace next turn?
Almost certainly. Alright, fascinating. Definitely changes things. I mean, as soon as we cast a spell, that goes back to their hand, and that's important to know, but of course, Retribution doesn't get the kill until after. So I think what I do now is
Can you even
Sanctum.
kill it with Retribution, or does it fly away?
It would go away. Retribution would be to hit one of these and then send it back, basically.
Right.
Which stops it from getting haste. The question then, I think I have to, because I don't really have a play with things.
Sanctum?
Yeah. Because I could also just Retribution for the silence next, just to get rid of him. Make my life a little bit less awkward. Like another active power here to be able to play both of them.
They will be punished.
Yeah.
Trying to get a Retribution proc.
What do we kill?
That's a good question. Probably this.
I guess we see what they put down, or
God.
if they kill him.
They are so gonna knock him out of the air.
Oh dear.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I just cannot get any of my procs in.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, I think I have to play Retribution next. If they kill this, I'm just fucking dead, aren't I? God.
The vault must be protected.
Largely irrelevant.
Can now attack in, at least.
Alright, time for the music to begin.
I will stand watch. For the arena!
Alright, this is all very terrifying.
Isn't it?
We do have our mace.
Mm-hmm. Actually pretty good.
Batting the monk down.
Yeah.
Guide my fists.
They have an actually pretty awkward block here if they attack in with the Brush Stalker. The Stalky Brushy. Would love to get another spell to continue to put them behind with that thing.
Yeah. And to put another unit on the board.
Would be nice, yes. I do get quite a lot of value out of that. Ah!
Yeah.
I can at least play both of those, which is really good. I'm gonna lose this no matter what, so I better get the value off of it. Then I attack in with both of these. They eat the 3/3, but I do kill their Ghost Blade. But I do at least get to play.
Stay alert.
Yeah, they're both units in another me.
Yep. Bring us down to 9. We have a much better board. Particularly because this is kind of fragile as far as blockers go. I have all the initiative. Question is really what these cards are.
Yes.
That's...
Let's patch you up.
Ah. Now's when it's a problem.
This'll sting a bit.
Yep. Yep. And they have a 1/1 in the air, which ain't great.
Nope.
We might just fucking die.
For some coin.
You want to post our curse?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is how we're running.
That's
been
unfortunate.
Nearly 2 hours.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how long this
Wow,
has gone.
this took a
but
very long time.
people were taking so long to take their turns. Alright.
Well, that does get rid of the 5/5 if they block with it.
Yep. Question here is, what do I think they'd block with next? Or they want to block
Well, if
with
you do
next?
your 3/5, it goes up to what, 5/7?
Mm-hmm.
So if they have to all block for it.
Well, the big thing being, the awkward thing here is that, like, they'd, question here is, like, do I play a poster here on something? And I think I do.
Okay.
It's, again, a bit awkward. They could just not block. Ah!
The 2/2.
I hate this.
We do get another 2/2 on board when we use the spell.
That is fair. I guess this doesn't really do too much, but hey. Well, nice of them to at least give us some units. If they had just let that hit their face. No, I'm not.
Oh, right, yeah, because it goes away.
If they had just let that hit face, I would have actually been in a real awkward position.
Yeah. Oh, that kills.
No.
No, it doesn't, because it's a spell. It does give us a 5/5 though.
Yeah. That's probably, I need to keep that.
It literally gives, it throws our guy away and gives us a 5/5.
I mean, I really want to play it on like a Tremor Shocker that they play.
Yes.
That would be like the ideal here.
Ideal thing, yeah.
It is worth asking
The
whether I
vault
want
must be
to just
protected.
use it though, because I think I need to get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a scout. It lets us attack in with quite a bit. Everything except the... Or just the 4/4 and the 3.
He's staying back means they have an awkward kind of thing there.
Does block the 1/1 in the...
Yep.
Might be worth it. Yeah, down for a 5/5.
I literally just
essentially,
paid 5 to get a 5/5. Yes. It was worth asking if I want to twist it here or not.
It dies?
It dies to her, but it also kind of incentivizes them to stop the ticking clock instead of, like, remove this. Whereas here, it just kind of stalls the board until they find something that works. It's tough, though.
Yeah.
I think I want to do that just to thin my deck a bit, honestly. If they attack in with the Brush Stalker here, I'm kind of okay with just trading away, because it's such a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Ah, that's a sigil. Good. Now
Oh,
I know
yeah.
they don't have a fast spell.
Ooh.
Alright,
Is that just silence or just...
I may wait on this. Like, I actually kind of want to silence these two, because this has a wanted poster on it. Plus, I can silence that when it attacks in. So, yeah. They'll go for that. I will just go nuts. So I know one of their cards is a sigil.
Yep. That gives us a 4/4.
It is nice. Want to play another one?
And it throws their Brush Stalker away. They keep having to play 4 to bring him back out.
Do you have a downfall? You do! That's fun. Does make our attacks worse. But we know that's a Brush Stalker. That's a bit of an awkward one to pull.
But we can...
But I think I just attack all in, right?
Yeah, we can at least do some attacks in. I don't know if you want to attack all in because we do have 10 health.
Well, he can attack in.
Oh, yeah, he can attack in and we have the 3/5.
The 3/5 will come back. And they don't have... They're not threatening the 5/5, which is also a pretty big part of that.
Yep.
They can kill my Amanera now if they really feel saucy. That's probably what I'd do in their position. Thanks for the cards. That's... Wow. Did they forget?
They might have. I mean, it's been so long.
It's been quite a while. They forgot. I need to piss so bad. This draft has been going for so long now. Ah, okay. Well, we're...
5 and 2. Wow.
This might just be one draft tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be because it's gonna be like 2 hours by the time we finish this one draft. Oh, it has been a hard fought 5-2. Been fun though. Been fun. I'm glad we didn't win 4 and then lose 3. That's always a bit of a downer. Even winning 4, which is, you know, objectively, you know, good. Losing 3 in a row always feels slightly bad. Yeah, I mean, I would have forgot there was a wanted poster on that guy by that point. How many turns ago did we put that wanted poster on? It was like a blip in the back and forth we had through the whole thing. We basically put him down, put a wanted poster on, let it sit forever.
Big thing about going like 0-3 or like 3 losses in a row at any point in a run is like if you win 4, if your deck is 4-0, you are starting to think, oh man, maybe this can go like all the way. You know, like, oh man, this is a pretty good deck, and then it loses 3 straight, and you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
And like even if you're like 6-0 and you lose 3 straight, it's like, God, that was a 7-win draft on a platter, and I just could not beat 3 straight people.
You can see that Sanctum is real good, but it can be beaten. We weren't beaten with a Sanctum up.
We have been beaten with the Sanctum, and like a pretty decent board state, you know, like not like a super late Sanctum.
We have also won with a cannon.
Nope. It's true. Secret Weapon has happened. Nothing else matters because I got Secret Weapon to go off.
It's true, it's true.
Ah, I really wish this handed a Secret Weapon.
Can
I like
a weapon on the Bright Mage.
that. That's like the biggest thing making me think, oh man. And I mean, it does have a 1, 2, 3.
Have a side.
This hand's fine. I probably don't throw anything away with the Herbalists. But other than that, I'm pretty open to stuff.
Fine.
Yep,
I
so we do
don't
have
know
all
if
of
we
our
have
justice. I don't think we have any
double
double time. I'm not sure though. I keep
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Secret weapon versus secret weapon, go!
Yeah, I don't throw away any of this.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
A little bit of this. They don't have a char in their hand, which is nice. I enjoy my opponent not having a char in their hand.
Especially when I wanna... Oh, I don't want to activate
Proud to serve.
onslaught this turn. Next turn.
Yeah,
So you
basically.
want to put the bright mace down first.
Be redeemed.
And at this point, I'm okay with just straight up sacrificing the 2/2. I kind of don't want to. I'd like to get a trade if I can, but odds are a little bit low. It may also just, like, if a better play shows itself, I won't, because right now I kind of can't do anything next turn.
Yep.
If I can play down the Militant, I absolutely will. Thank you for attacking in. Please don't have a 2-drop. And you probably do. That is probably a daring maneuver, based on their exact amount of power right now. Yeah, so it's sort of like, do I develop or do I think I'd rather play the Militant here.
Rather than upping your bright
Rather
mace.
than turning him into a 4/4 and doing nothing else.
Fair enough,
Is the
yeah.
big problem, yeah. It does mean I don't get to play these two on curve, most likely, but I think that I'd rather, you know, see what my next top deck is.
Alright, fair enough.
Like, what do you have? That's totally fine.
They will be punished.
We do
That's-
get 2 shield from our little weapon.
That's real
So do you put the
interesting.
weapon on the bright mace still, or...
Probably, yeah. Turns him into a real good blocker. Well, that makes my choice easy.
Yep.
Emo's Golf Brawl, yeah, Blueprints is good. I definitely play the Emerald Coin, though.
Yeah.
And... oh, yeah, and then I just Chemo's Blueprints.
And blueprint.
Duh.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it. Like it, love it, gotta have it. And then I have a
Draw mace.
4/5 Mithril Mace. Which, God, giving a +1/+1... like, Mithril Mace was, back in the day, one of the best possible things you could Warcry, because relic weapons are worth so... like, plus stats on relic weapons are worth so much more. There's a reason that Sword of the Sky King is like an 8/8 for 8, but it is one of the best cards, like, in existence. It just does so much. Ah, Rusty. Trusty Rusty.
Did we just Mithril Mace that asshole?
Yeah. I'd rather they not get it, even if it costs me a card draw off of Avirax. Off of Raviax.
Did we just hold our bright mace back? No, we hold our killer mace.
I'm okay with chumping here, and I really don't want to lose him, basically. These are slightly more awkward colors for ever playing Downfall, it should probably be noted, but we'll see.
With this, you can miss.
That's honestly fine. I'm basically trading these two units for each other at this point. Like, it's almost always going to be good for me to be attacking in
Yeah,
with him
we
if
are
they're giving
gaining
me the
a lot of
chance. We
life,
get, like,
yeah.
with a lifesteal unit, you almost always want to do that. Oh, well, we win. Nice. Yeah.
Oh, we can downfall it now. Right, right. They made it big.
They made it big and they have no cards in their hand.
We have a sign.
Oh no!
Do we just kill that with a sign? Do we just attack in? Either face that.
Probably. The sign on their face is worth a bit more. A side of their face is worth 2 in the bush, after all.
Now we're just being.
I mean, we couldn't kill them last turn.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hi, buddy.
I guess technically I missed a point of damage, but you know. would have cost me my
Would've
Psy,
cost
and
the
I'm
Psy,
playing for
yeah.
value, baby. Oh god, yeah, Tinker on a Mace was ridiculous. Every point of stats you get on a relic weapon is incredible, because, like, even a one-attack relic weapon is pretty strong.
Alright, last game of...
Last game of the night, I guess.
Definitely, we're an hour and
Like,
55.
God, it really was the first 2 matches of this stream, we were at an hour after that.
Yeah.
Like, this, people have been playing, and I mean, in Masters, people tend to play slower because they understand the number of choices. This format in particular is so choice-laden that it
gentle path.
definitely makes sense.
I like that name.
Well, this is unfortunate.
That is not a good hand.
It's not great, but I don't think it's worth going down a thing for.
Yeah.
Plus, Chemo's Blueprints, I honestly think if you have 5-cost Justice weapons, is fantastic. Ideally, we pull something we can play on too at some point. Or like 50 Bright Mace Paladins, what do I know?
Just all the Bright Mace Paladins,
Yeah. That's a problem.
Anything for some coin.
God, it's like, I don't think I can afford to play the value game here. Because it would cost so much, and they're getting scouts and 3 damage to my face each time they do that kind of shit, so it's just like, I don't think so. Question now is, how many flyers do they have?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm terrified to answer that.
Hopefully we can get, like, the Psy.
Before they get another flyer.
Hell of a lot of value.
Boy howdy.
Hi.
They will be
Attack in.
punished.
Suppose I have no reason not to. Fucking got him.
It's not like he can bend that
Yeah,
minute.
exactly.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Hey, active power, please. Thank. Here comes Lightning Strike. Which I guess does mean it's just a 2-for-2 trade. So that is fine. Thanks, Valkyrie Militant. You own, actually.
Yeah.
As it turns out, that card's okay.
Yep. And we can get our Mithril Mace out.
Yep.
Does Deadly kill Relic?
Nope. It does not.
Okay.
Worth asking, but...
I think with the mace coming up...
Yeah, it's like it takes a while. Ah, that's pretty good, actually. Right, well...
Just silence them instead.
No. I like both of these plays.
I will stand watch.
Yeah.
For the Oreen!
Worrisome, but not awful. The question is, what do? Probably hold up the mute for that, for whenever that comes down, and then just block it to death.
So do you just Mithril Mace the two now?
Is the question.
Or the...
Probably do it to the 1/1 and then
deadly?
trade away the Valkyrie Militant here when they attack in with the 2/2.
Yeah.
Weak. That is a card. What is not power? Are they gonna Lightning Strike me again? Because that would be kind of funny. I would laugh. They are not. That's good. Yeah, and the weapon.
Ah, yes, of course.
Be redeemed.
3 times, technically, but
Yeah,
hey.
yeah.
Watch this!
Watch this!
That's kind of annoying.
No.
No, when we have the mace, yeah. We do have a...
Oh, I'm muting the fuck out of that.
Oh, we're muting the fuck out of that. I mean, we do have a downfall
Yes.
if we ever play something really
If they ever actually find something useful, you know.
Can you
Oh. Oh no. End of the road, friend.
Flash grenade that? No.
Nah, if it would have killed the relic weapon, I absolutely would have, but...
Yeah!
Yeah? Alright, well...
7, 2.
Woo!
7 draft, 2 hours, baby!
That was a lot of effort, but we got there. And I got a bonus
hello.
gold. Sure, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, Chemo's blueprints. You need to have those. Like, I think the cards that you want with Chemo's blueprints are any of the 5-cost justice weapons, because there are 3, or the,
but the Arbalest.
flail. Well, the Arbalest is probably the best one, yes.
Yeah.
Or the flail that the bandit's flail that Shadow has, 3/2 4/4 at common. That's also a really good one to grab with Chemo's. But oh my god.
Or say that Overwhelm cannon.
Oh, yes. If
Heretics
you have
cannon.
Heretics Cannon, then Chemo's Blueprints is ridiculously plus. Relic weapons are definitely the best thing to pull because they get more from that than, or they get more from +1/+1 than a regular weapon does. But, yeah, if you have a decent regular weapon.
Yeah, and the Heretics cannon.
I mean, Heretics Cannon is just one of the best cards in the format.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, look at all these packs.
Woo.
But yeah, I'm happy. We were having some kind of bad luck. Hey, Aid of the Huru. I think I might have 4 of you. We'll see. Actually, no, I might have like a shiny Aid of the Huru. How much do we get back? Yeah, no legendaries, probably because it's one of my 8 of the... I don't know if I have 4 8 of the Hurus, because why would you ever care about having 4 8 of the Hurus?
What does it do?
8 of the Huru costs 12, and that's like all you need to know about it.
Okay.
Ah, I have 3 of them now. I knew I had a foil one. So, stun each enemy unit, play 2 4/4 owls with flying, draw 4 cards, and gain 4 armor.
But it costs 12.
But it costs 12. It is like the ender of enders. If your deck is able to play it and like not die the next turn, you're probably gonna win. But oh no, when I say like it costs 12, it's the sort of thing like if a card costs more than like 8, it better win you the game as soon as possible.
Yeah.
8 of the Huru is a card that can win you the game as soon as possible. It's a very good card, but yeah, like that's the biggest problem. Martyr's Chains kind of makes 8 of the Huru like is a much cheaper control card that has a relatively similar level of impact as far as the board goes. Anyway, that went good.
That went good.
That went real good, and I'm glad because we've had a bit of a bad luck run that makes us both salty, and that's never a good look. Sometimes winning is all it takes.
Yeah, win instead. It's fine.
Yep.
That was fun.
Yep. That was good. I'm glad that like we saw the Sanctum early, that we saw some really good cards, and that we pulled through. Even without a lot of the cards, like particularly in time, that are real beaters, like that deck did not have a Behemoth.
The 1/3 that gives you maximum power.
That deck didn't have a Devotee, that deck didn't have a Behemoth, that deck didn't have a Horn of Plenty. Like,
Yep.
time has a lot, there are a lot of like really good time cards that we didn't
really
get.
see them either.
Oh no, we didn't get offered
Yeah.
any of them.
Didn't see
We
them.
actually picked time real early in that draft. But time has a lot of good cards. It was also just the all Combrei kind of night.
Yep.
Anyway, we will see you all on Sunday.
Sunday, for more cards.
Sunday. For more cards, but not these cards.
But different cards.
Single player cards.
JRPG cards.
Exactly.
And so we're about... we just fought a clown.
Mm-hmm.
Got rescued by a
Ronald
lady.
fucking McDonald.
And we're about to travel through the forest of fucking nightmares.
To go chat with that lady.
It is a navigation nightmare. It is the one part of the game where I'm like, well, the guides are bad, but that's not their fault.
Yeah, this part is not on them. Either way, hope to see you there for more Bat and Kaitos
on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Bye,
Bye everybody.